Welcome to the 97th installment of Recent Vinyl Finds. I'm going to start out with some VCLT I received from my good friend Shaun from over at Shaun Spins. He sent me this album by Adult Mom, Driver. I believe this is their debut on the Epitaph label. Lo-fi folk music. Shaun and I attended their concert earlier this year. Well, actually, it was a solo performance by Stevie. She's the principal songwriter and guitarist. It was an excellent show. She's a fantastic lyricist. Thank you again, Shaun. Next one is by Die Spitz. I ordered this off of their website. This is a reissue. This is a band out of Austin, Texas. Female outfit. They were childhood friends. Kind of a hybrid of punk, grunge, and metal. Think maybe Bikini Kill or Sleater Kinney. Again, finding an original copy of this album is almost impossible. Currently, there are none available on Discogs, and I'm guessing that it would go for an astronomical amount of money. Regardless, this was pressed on this bourbon-colored vinyl. Hair of the Dog. What a track. Just a relentless guitar riff. Probably my favorite track on the album. I like Grip as well. Groping Dogs, Gushing Blood. It's another great track. I used my birthday as an excuse to buy a couple fairly expensive albums. Well, the first one, not so much. The second one, that was quite a bit. This is The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. This is a music on vinyl pressing. The strip. This is one of my favorite albums of all time, and probably my favorite David Bowie album. I do own an original RCA pressing. I wanted to see how this one would compare. I've found that the US pressings are a little bit light in the bass. This seems to follow suit, but very good sounding pressing. And I mean, the album kind of whispers its way into our lives with 5 years. There's a fade up into that song. Love that drum groove. There's just not a bad song on this album. Starman, It Ain't Easy, Lady Stardust. I love that piano figure that opens and closes the track. Hang on to Yourself, kind of a nod to T-Rex. Suffragette City, Rock and Roll Suicide. This is perfection. So this, I usually don't spend this much on a single album, but this just happened to show up in the shop. It was in near mint condition. It's a band I really love. It's Husker, The Living End. This was $70. This is a 2 LP set, limited to 1,000 copies. This is number 659. And this is a live recording from October 1987. A bunch of live performances from that tour. There are 24 tracks on this album. I've played this several times. It sounds fantastic. The band is in top form, so happy to add that one to the collection. I have two more flea market finds to show you. Both of these were $2 each. This one is in pristine condition. A lesser known title from the Bee Gees catalog. Probably going to pronounce the name wrong. Trafalgar. Beautiful gatefold. Original inner sleeve. It's on that beautiful Atco label. Side one is pretty much flawless. Again, this is Just a gem in their catalog, and I don't know if many people are familiar with this album. How Can You Mend a Broken Heart? Absolutely beautiful. Remembering. Somebody Stop the Music. I think this might be their most soulful album. This is incredible. It's just fantastic. And I bought this one to resell. This is a classic by Judas Priest. Funny how it still has the 99-cent Goodwill tag on it. Hell bent for leather. Quite a bit of wear to the jacket, but the vinyl is super clean. I featured this album in a previous video. I picked this one up for $2. The album was in great shape, but the inner sleeve was ripped, so I traded it in for a clean copy. This is a fantastic title. I would say essential Sly and the Family Stone. I have a few Target closeouts to show you. I picked up this great compilation, Sunshine Set List. Lots of great summer jams on this album. Some old, some new. Vacation by the Go-Go's. I Got a Feeling, Black Eyed Peas. Love that track. Doing Time, Sublime, another great one. The Cardigans, Love Fool. Lord, Supercut. Yeah, this is excellent. And it was pressed on this light blue vinyl. I picked up 2 copies of this album. I'm going to send one to a friend. This was actually $11.99. They did not have the most recent markdown noted on the album. Of course, the Smashing Pumpkins. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll know this is one of my favorite bands. I have all of their original pressings. This is a greatest hits collection, a 2 LP set. Everything that one would expect. I'm glad they included Landslide. It's a cover of course, the Fleetwood Mac classic. Just kind of a beautiful acoustic rendition of that song. What is this on? Clear vinyl with black splatter. I wish they would just stick to basic black. This was quite the bargain. This was $14.99. This is Lemonade by Beyoncé. This was a highly acclaimed album by a highly acclaimed artist. I do like Beyoncé, but you know, obviously this is my opinion. I think she may be a little bit overrated. I haven't really had the chance to dig into this album yet. I have friends who own this album and they just rave about it. Again, this is a 2 LP set on yellow vinyl. It includes the digital album and the Lemonade film, which I'm guessing documents the making of the album. Then for some antique mall finds, again, every so often I come across a vendor who has great inventory and who knows how to price albums. These were all a little bit below median. Jimmy Reed, I Ain't From Chicago. This is fantastic. This was $8. This is a quadraphonic pressing. I do not own a quadraphonic receiver. So how does this sound? It sounds like a really well recorded stereo pressing. Deep bass, very detailed. I was pleasantly surprised. There are a few tracks where I guess they try to update the Jimmy Reed sound. He co-wrote most of these tracks with Al Smith. I can do without those tracks, but the songs where they stay true to Jimmy's style, I Don't Know, parts 1 and 2, the bulk of side 2, it's excellent. Great, great album. I have several of his 7-inch singles on the VJ label. I took the price tag off a couple of these. This was $6. Time Loves a Hero, Little Feat. This is a second pressing. The inner sleeve is pretty much perfect. The first pressing was pressed with the solid, dark green Warner Brother label. This was $5. The band Moondog Matinee. Again, just pristine condition. This was $10 in the shrink. Born to Run. Follow Suit. The album just in great shape. And then I picked up one Mobile Fidelity pressing. It's $10 as well. And this album does not go for a lot at your local shop. Probably, I would say around $20. I'm not an audiophile, but I do appreciate a really well-recorded, well-engineered album. This is by the Manhattan Transfer Live. This is a spectacular sounding album. And if you like jazz vocals, sophisticated harmonies, this is right up your alley. This is a wonderful album. Then we're going to end the video with a 10-inch single, a UK 10-inch Terence Trent D'Arby, featuring a bunch of Lee Scratch Perry remixes. This is fantastic. A couple hits on this one. You have Sign Your Name, Rain. Then you have If You All Get to Heaven, but the standout, Greasy Chicken. Live recording, fantastic, man. These guys were in top form. Great 10-inch. All right, that's all I have. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you soon.